Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to my first public LP on my brand new channel. I already started a new file, but because the sound balance is off, we're backing out on this. Alright, to start again! Huzzah! Normal difficulty, as I'm experienced with Fire Emblem. And I will remain silent as this first cutscene begins.
Well, Ike, you had enough? Oh, missed.
Ike? Oh no!
Missed that song.
Ah, you're up. About time.
Prologue. Mercenaries. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. Not my personal favorite Fire Emblem, and yes, I will be voicing over the dialogue unless I am told otherwise, because clearly, from the voice acting in the cutscenes, the voice acting you could be getting could be far worse than what you will be getting. So just be glad you got somebody who's willing to humor you. Are you alright? Yeah, I'll be fine. So, the sleeping prince awakens. Father, I can't believe you. I know those are practice swords, but they're still heavy. You have no right to be so rough on Ike. If this is too much for the boy, he'll never make it as a mercenary. But, Mist, you don't have to worry. I told you I'm fine. Ha! You'd better be. Now grab your sword and get ready. What? Don't tell me you're going at it again, but... Just until I land a single blow. I'm not giving up until I get one good hit in on Father. I like your resolve, Ike, but it takes more than a strong will to... Haha! I knew I'd find you here. Since I did this one before. Hi, Boyd, what brings you here? Nothing special. You said you were going to get the boss, but you never came back. I got picked to check up on you. Oh, sorry I got caught up with Ike and my father. It's nothing. Besides, I figured I'd get a good laugh watching Ike get worked over by the boss. You look fine. What happened? Nothing at all. Sorry to disappoint you. You just missed it. Just a second ago, he was out cold. Missed! Haha, sorry. You came just the right time, Boyd. You can be Ike's sparring partner. What, me? I'm beginning to think it would be better if he sparred with someone closer to his own skill. I understand. Thanks for your help, Boyd. Huh. I don't know about this closer to his skill business, but I'm ready. Alright, I'm ready for you. Let's go. It's gonna offer me tutorial windows, to which I will decline, because I know how to play and I will explain it. Okay, so this blue area is the spaces to which you can move your character. The red spaces at the edge of your range is your effective attack range, and if you move anywhere within here, most of the time, you can probably attack within that range too. So it's just about knowing your environment. This game moves a lot like chess. What's the holdup? Let's get started already. I'm coming, wait right there. Okay. This game is a lot like chess, and just like chess, the only reason it matters where you are on the board is for how far you can attack. There isn't no, I'm gonna get behind you and attack from the sides or things like that. But there are other methods of strategy. Right now we're just focusing on beating up Boyd. Now, for effect, since there's no other consequences here, I like getting behind Boyd. I really do. But based on something else I know, we're just going to move here for now. Now, shove would allow me to move him one space away, and you can only do this to somebody with a lower build than you. But you can do it to friendly and enemy units. This can sometimes be a great way to give a boost to the movement range of one of your fellow units, or to give you a little bit of space to help, you know, get some breathing room, if you have the space for it. Keep in mind, unless you put something between you and the enemy, it is not going to be helping you in getting out of their range. However, moving them into the attack range of one of your friends, that can happen. But most of the time, the build on a boss will prevent you from shoving them. Anyway, properly attacking. See that over on the right-hand corner? That's a little rock, paper, scissors game we Fire Emblem fans like, well, the game calls even, the weapon triangle. As you can see, the uppermost one is swords, and the one to the right is axes. The one to the left of that is spears. Those arrows going towards show the ones that they are strong against. So the sword is strong against axes, axes strong against spears, spears strong against swords. Now, this won't matter on this map, but it is something you want to take note of for now. You can tell whether or not your weapon has the advantage based on whether you have an up blue arrow or a down red arrow, as you can see the paradigm there. Now, as these are training weapons, in this entire tutorial map, your accuracy will always be 100%. So this is actually a very easy to predict map, very easily strategized. You can do it! Boyd's got nothing! Take him out! Nothing? I don't have it nothing. Yeah, Boyd's not super educated, but that's pretty much commonplace for all fighters in Fire Emblem. Logic in this weapons triangle dictates that swords move faster than axes, which are just powerful. Axes are better against spears because, you know, you can just sort of, you know, chop at the shaft of the spear, in theory, and, you know, get in close and thwack them over the head with it. But spears have the range on swords, and swords can't do much about spears. So, that's the line of logic in it, in real-world equivalents. But as for this, well, we have just what we need to finish off Boyd here. Finish our little practice match. That wasn't too bad. Boyd, you're such a loser. Shut your trap. Good work, Boyd. That's enough. Oh, alright. Your swordsmanship was decent enough, Ike. Don't forget how it felt. It won't always be this easy. I know. Now that you're done warming up, it's time for you to face me again. I was hoping you'd say that. But first, Mist. Right here. Here you go, Ike. It's a vulnerary. Achieved vulnerary. I'd recommend using it now before you fight Father. Last time he knocked you silly. Now, I am going to show you a popular technique I like. Always take time to heal your wounds in battle, even small ones. By the time you think you're in trouble, it's probably too late. Don't get into that situation. And he's right. Normally, because Fire Emblem is very unpredictable, I'll show you from the attack window. There are a few things in here. One is your hit rate. It's not always going to be at 100%, and your enemies won't either. but just because it's low doesn't mean they can't actually hit you. And the other one is criticals. We'll get into criticals when we run into one. No, we'll talk about them now. Criticals do 3 times the damage. Now, there's no chance of that happening here. But the reality is, sometimes if somebody has a decent enough critical hit rate, you've got to factor in that they may be doing 3 times the damage when they hit you in any given hit they make. And you really can't afford that. Right now, however, because I know exactly what's going to happen, no chance of criticals, I'm going to do this what I call the smart way, because vulneraries each heal 10 HP. Get ready, Ike, here I come. Vulneraries heal 10 HP. Give it your all. And so, if you have 9 HP damage, you're going to use it and it's going to heal 9. But, in some cases, that extra point it's not healing can be the difference between life and death. And so, well, in most cases, I like to make the most of my vulneraries. And think tactically. Wait for them to attack me, so that way I can sort of get the final strike. I can get sort of a preemptive strike. Some cases that won't work. Sometimes it's best to be the first one to strike, but other times, not so much. In this particular case, because I waited, I can go straight from a heal, which guaranteed I'd survive his next attack, straight into the finishing blow, and he only hit me twice. If I had been attacking each of those times, he could have gotten 3 attacks on me total. But because I took it, he hit me twice, and then I finished him. And that is the way it worked. Okay. HP and speed. Oh dear, that's gonna suck. Each of those stats matters. And I'm not gonna be redoing it because I didn't get the stats I wanted when I leveled up. I'm not that much of a wuss. I am, however, going to be working with what I'm given. But all of the stats from leveling up, I'm gonna actually read from this point forward. All of the stats that level up when you level up are not set. They're randomized. It's one of another commonplace thing in Fire Emblem. Every playthrough is different because of that. You have to think differently because you have different stats, different people who have become good at different things than you originally had them at. Sometimes people that you used to think were good just won't get the stats they need, and you'll have to think a way around it. But we'll get into that later. You know, I wasn't giving it my all either. That is such a lie. Bah! So, Father, does that mean you finally admit that I'm ready? What, to join the company? To take on a job? Yeah, I mean, Boyd's already out there on the battlefield. I'm ready. I'm tired of being a trainee. Listen, the difference between you and me is that I'm a professional. A professional who just got beat. That was just random chance. Random chance. You've got a point, Ike. Alright, tomorrow will be your first day as a full-fledged mercenary. Really? But, if I think it's too much, you're back to trainee status. You'd better work hard. No problem. Watch, I'll catch up to everyone in no time. We'll see. We'd better be heading back to the fort. Everyone's waiting. Made that same mistake the last time I did this map, too. Anyway,